We scroll through social media, bombarded by picture-perfect lives. Smiling faces, exotic vacations, and perfectly filtered moments fill our feeds. It's easy to feel like everyone else has it figured out while we're struggling behind the scenes. But what we see on the surface is rarely the whole story. True connection requires vulnerability, embracing the messy, beautiful reality of who we are. From a young age, we learn to navigate social situations by observing and adapting. We quickly discover that certain behaviors are rewarded, while others are met with disapproval or indifference. We learn to emphasize the qualities that bring us praise and acceptance, while downplaying or hiding the parts of ourselves that might be perceived as flawed or undesirable. This social conditioning runs deep. We internalize these expectations and begin to police our own behavior, even in the absence of external pressure. We become our own harshest critics, judging ourselves for not being good enough, smart enough, or successful enough. The masks we wear might protect us from vulnerability in the short term, but they come at a cost. They prevent us from experiencing genuine connection and intimacy. They keep us trapped in a cycle of comparison and self-doubt, and they perpetuate the illusion of perfection, making it even harder for others to embrace their own imperfections. Our culture often celebrates positivity and confidence. We are encouraged to focus on the good, to look on the bright side, and to fake it till you make it. While there is undeniable power in positive thinking, this relentless pursuit of happiness can have unintended consequences. When we feel pressured to present a constantly positive facade, we suppress difficult emotions. We deny ourselves the opportunity to process pain, grief, or disappointment. We may even begin to believe that these emotions are wrong or shameful, further disconnecting us from our authentic selves. This pressure to be positive can also lead to a culture of comparison and competition. When we only see the highlight reels of others' lives, it's easy to feel inadequate or envious. We may find ourselves striving for an unattainable standard of perfection, constantly chasing after external validation rather than cultivating inner peace and contentment. Beneath the carefully constructed facades, most of us long for authentic connection. We crave the freedom to be ourselves, imperfections and all. We yearn for relationships where we feel seen, heard, and understood, without judgment or pretense. Cultivating this level of connection requires courage and vulnerability. It means letting go of the need to control how others perceive us and embracing the beauty of imperfection. It means showing up as our authentic selves, even when it's scary or uncomfortable. Building genuine connections also requires trust. It means creating safe spaces where vulnerability is welcomed and celebrated, not shamed or dismissed. It means extending compassion and understanding to ourselves and others, recognizing that we are all works in progress, navigating the complexities of life as best we can. True happiness comes from embracing our whole selves, imperfections and all. Cultivate self-acceptance and self-love. Live in alignment with your values and passions. Practice gratitude for all that you are. Notice the small joys in life. Embrace moments of beauty and connection. Cultivate mindfulness without judgment. Treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Remember, we all face challenges and insecurities. In vulnerability, we find strength and resilience. By embracing authenticity, we create space for others. Foster a world where connection and belonging are based on our shared human experience.